What's good, YouTube? It is your boy Big Cool coming to you from Colossal Boxing Talk, and I am back with another video. I'm here to discuss whether or not people are having a major overreaction to Keith Thurman's performance this past Saturday night. As you all know, and if you don't know, he was coming off of a 22-month layoff due to numerous injuries. That in turn caused him to vacate his WBC welterweight title that now belongs to Shawn Porter, who defeated Danny Garcia for that belt back in September. But he did make the fourth defense of his WBA welterweight title against Josecito Lopez. And a lot of people give Thurman flack, and rightfully so. He's kind of corny. He's kind of lame. When he's speaking about Errol Spence or Terrence Crawford, it's not really with the intent of fighting those guys or saying, you know, that fight will happen. It's always an excuse. We understand you've suffered multiple injuries, and that you're going to have to get back in the flow of things by fighting one or two tune-up, fighters before you step it back up against the likes of Shawn Porter, Terrence Crawford, and Errol Spence Jr. But whenever you mention Shawn Porter, he's always eager and more than willing to, step in the ring with him. Obviously, Shawn Porter is the weakest link out of the three guys that I just mentioned, and Thurman has already beaten him. I, however, feel that Porter edged him out back in 2016, but that's neither here nor there. But I'm going to tell you, a lot of people that are just killing Keith Thurman for his performance are really overreacted. And I'm not a Keith Thurman fan. Not anymore, at least. But I respect him as a fighter. And I see that he is one of the better fighters in boxing. He can punch, he can box, he can move. Yes, he telegraphs his shots. Yes, he doesn't take it to the body well. Yes, he gives up himself and makes himself vulnerable when he backs himself up into the ropes in the corner and allows himself to be hit with, body shots and, head shots by his opponent. But if you think that this Keith Thurman that we just seen this past Saturday night is going to be the same Keith Thurman you see against Terrence Crawford, Shawn Porter, or Errol Spence Jr., you're sadly mistaken. And with that statement, I'm not saying that he will beat any of those guys. I'm just saying that you got to pump the brakes on being overly critical of a guy that was out damn near 2 years of the ring. He's 30 now. He lost 2 prime years due to injuries and whatever else he was going through. He got married in that time. And, obviously everybody has interests outside of their perspective or respective professional field. And he's no different than anybody else. But Keith Thurman is a hell of a fighter. He's very athletic. He's very explosive. He's a smart fighter, even though he's still doing things that could potentially cause him to get defeated when he steps up. Josecito Lopez, to his credit, he's always been a tough and rugged come-forward fighter. And that's what he did exactly in this fight. And early in that fight, Keith Thurman was dominant. He was very dominant. He was quicker to the punch. He was in and out. He was moving side to side, letting his hands go. He was hitting them with ferocious and thunderous punches that Josecito Lopez, no doubt in my mind, felt. And you can tell he felt them because he nodded his head. That's just some machismo things that boxers do to try to get inside their opponent's head to let them know that, yeah, you might think it hurt. The fans might think it hurt. But to me, that shit was weak as fuck. But it doesn't change the fact that Thurman was toe-tagging Josecito Lopez for majority of that fight. Yes, the tide changed in the 7th and 8th round. Hell, in a lot of those later rounds where we seen Lopez land a beautiful left hook that really, really, really put Keith Thurman on his bicycle, had him on dreamland. And at one moment, I thought that Lopez would be able to get him out of there. But give Keith Thurman credit. He showed a lot of heart, determination, and grit and perseverance to battle through that adversity and through that moment and, make it through the whole 12 rounds and retain his title. Josecito Lopez has been in the ring with Marcos Maidana, has been in the ring with Canelo Alvarez, has been in the ring with Victor Ortiz, has been in the ring with Andre Berto. So he's proven against some better fighters. Not saying he's won all of those, because he's won in 3 of those 4 fights. His only victory coming over the disappointing Victor Ortiz, where he stopped him after he broke his jaw in a fight that was very good. And that win ultimately got him the fight against Canelo Alvarez, in which he was stopped in the 5th round. But Keith Thurman is more than capable of holding his own against Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, entering a rematch against Sean Porter. Now, do I think he wins these fights? I don't, but this is boxing. And all it takes is one punch, one off night, or just a fighter that we have questions about and very skeptical and doubtful on, showing that he has more tricks in the trade than he revealed in his previous fights. So I'm not going to go in and say he has no chance against Porter or Thurman or Porter, Crawford or Spence. Hell, some people are even saying that this version of Keith Thurman doesn't beat Manny Pacquiao. And I say, hold the fuck up. Now, Manny Pacquiao, this version, I think can give Keith a good competitive fight, could potentially win that fight. But if you think that Manny's going to walk in and fuck Keith Thurman up, you smoking some good weed. And I need to hit that shit, because y'all are delusional as hell. Keith Thurman may not be who you want him to be, might not talk how you want him to talk, may not say the things you want him to say. But he has skills. He was the only unified champion out of the guys in the welterweight division we're talking about before injury against Danny Garcia, set him back. Then a hand injury further set him back. So get a man his respect. He's been in the ring with Danny Garcia. He's been in the ring with Robert Guerrero. He's been in the ring with Sean Porter. He earned the WBA, the WBC title. And, that is what it is. But calm down on the overreaction, man. Just pump your brakes, relax, and let the man get another tune-up fight in. Continue to shake off the rust, and we shall see. Because it's kind of the same argument with Tyson Fury. People didn't feel that he would do what he did against Deontay Wilder, and look what he did. A lot of people felt that he won that fight. 2 knockdowns or not, He completely put on a great performance against Deontay Wilder, and he's going to have his rematch to set, to really, set the record straight. Give Keith Thurman some time to shake off the rust before you be so critical and just dismiss his chances against the top 3, excluding him in the welterweight division, which are the WBC welterweight champion Sean Porter, the IBF welterweight champion Errol Spence Jr., and the WBO welterweight champion Terrence Crawford. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. If you enjoy the content throughout the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Drop your comments in the comment section down below. Be sure to turn the your notifications on so you won't miss videos uploaded to the channel. Shout out to the movement and everybody that is moving with us. Be sure to check out 3kingsboxing.com for your latest and greatest updated, unfiltered, and unbiased boxing news and information reported the way it should be. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.